better you feel, the better you feel. Just let those eyes relax. Just let them relax all the way down. And relax all the way down, down. Every time you take a breath, and every time you let us take in air, you go 20 times deeper. Deeper into relaxation. And you relax. The farther you go, the bigger the change is going to be. The more you're fully engaged, the more you use your imagination throughout the entire process, the more you follow the commands, the bigger the change is going to be, all the way back to the beginning. We're going to go through a little process, and we're going to go through some pictures, and we're going to pull some things out, and we're going to do some wild things that are going to completely change all of those pictures, all of those memories, all of those things that have held you back, so you can be that one that's full of confidence, that's going forward, where you have the certainty with all of your decisions, where you can just see when you're in relationships that there's multiple ways of getting the things that you want and the things that you do. And not following and fast. They were written in there, not because you wrote them, not because they have anything to do with you. And you just keep going deeper. In a moment, not yet, but in just a moment, I'm going to lift up your left arm with 2 fingers. You're just going to let it go at a rate which you know you can fall 25 times deeper on the way it goes. That's it. Deeper, deeper, deeper still. All the way down. All the way down. In a moment. Not yet, but in just a moment. I'm going to ask you to open and close your eyes. Every time you close your eyes, you roll 100 times deeper, feeling even more relaxed, letting them go, as all the stresses and strains begin to melt away. Eyes, close your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes all the way up. Close your eyes. Down. 100 times deeper. All the way down, feeling so totally relaxed. So totally relaxed into the whole thing, going all the way down. Throughout the whole thing, you are completely safe, and you don't have to reveal anything that you don't want to. You can keep it all inside, or if you like, you can reveal it and tell me what it is at different points when I ask you. That's strictly if you would.
Hey, what's up, man?
Okay. Now I want you to use that amazing imagination of yours. And I want you to imagine the safest, most nurturing, most wonderful, absolute place that you can. It can be a place that you've been. It could be a place in your mind. It could be a place that you dream of. But where you feel absolutely safe, where there's absolutely no threats. Go back as far as you need to. Back all the way to when you were young, or even farther when you were in the war. Wherever it is to find that place. Some people have those real locations. In one case, a friend of mine had a woman from London whose place was 5 miles underground in a nuclear fallout shelter that was only big enough for her, and that was her safe place. So whatever it is, wherever it is, however it looks like, find that place and go there. And when you do, I want you to hear what you hear, feel what you feel. And when you're fully in that space, that complete space of absolute safety, I want you to pay attention to something interesting. That there's a feeling in your safe place. isn't there? There's a place in your body where this feeling lives, right? Where is that? Right there. Okay. And that feeling has a color that's associated to it. First impression, what color is it?
White.
It's a white color. Good. Okay, now I want you to notice that that series of colors that's connected to that feeling. Okay, that white color. And here's where it gets really cool. I want you to imagine a big ball of that white. I want you to imagine it floating right over your head. A giant big ball, which is just your personal safe place energy. And I want you to use that incredible imagination and that entire safe place and fill it up. Fill up the entire room that you have, or if it's a building, or if it's a universe. Fill up every bit of space with all of that white, safe energy. Fill it up with every possible direction that it can go. You just let it absorb into you throughout. When you're ready, I want you to breathe that energy through your entire body. Just breathe it all the way through. Notice as you breathe it in and out through your mouth. You feel all the stresses and strains, all the little bits, just completely melting away. And as you do that, I want you to take a look down through your body and notice any spots or any places that have darker spots or denser or harboring little places that have less than positive energies. When you find them, I want you to just breathe that white safe energy right through that spot and then exhale it out. Notice what happens every time you breathe through it. Notice what happens to those spots as that energy goes through. And just let it go down through those spots like hot water running over an ice cube, completely melting away. Your body continues to soak in all those wonderful safe energies and those safe frequencies. Another part of your mind begins to float up out of your body, floating up into that safe energy, right up into the very source. And you may even notice yourself emerging completely into that place, like a drop of water merging back into the ocean and getting rejuvenated from the source. You may also begin to notice that you may or you may not have it to you. But some people get the impression or the intuition that in this place, anything which you can imagine, anything which you can intend, anything which you can physically act out must become real and true and manifest for you in this physical world. Because all of the experts agree that it's the inner world that controls your outer world. In your inner world, you are the goddess of your universe. You have the absolute right and the authority and the permission to change anything you want to. I'm going to teach you how to do that. And once I teach you how to do that, you're going to be able to do that for yourself forever. For anything you want, for anything you need, if you can point to it, you can change it. And that feeling that you've been having that you don't like, a feeling that has everything to do with why you're here today. And I'd like you to notice that there is a place in your body where that feeling lives. And I'd like you to point to it for me. First impression.
Just one.
The one that's the biggest.
Here. Right there.
Okay. And what color or energy is associated with that?
Probably a mixture of like grays and just dark colors.
What kind of shape does it have? All those dark colors.
It's oval looking.
It's oval? Does the oval have a meaning? I wonder.
I don't know.
Is it a smooth oval? Is it a jagged oval?
It's like a cloud shaped, oval shaped cloud.
An oval shaped cloud in a very dark color. Excellent. Does it have a temperature to it?
I think it varies from very cold to very hot. It's just stormy and just like whirlwind.
Does it have a weight?
Oh, it's just heavy.
How heavy is that?
Some days extremely heavy and some days it's easier. Some days it's so heavy it fills my whole body.
If you trace the outside edges of it right now, how big is it?
Like, as big as my hips.
Wow. Good size. As you focus on that big oval, that dark, stormy color, I want you to use your mind's eye for me. I want you to travel to the center of it. I want you to find the very center of it, along with the picture that's associated with it. Can you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Pass through it like a needle passing, or a string passing through a needle. And then follow that string all the way back to the very first situation or event, the origin, the very beginning of all those dark colors that get merged over. Go all the way back. When you get there, just nod your head and let me know. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. Are you inside or outside?
Inside.
Are you alone with people? With people and
Dark.
And as you look at your hands, are they bigger hands, little hands?
Little.
And about how old are you?
Baby.
Baby? A baby that's born baby?
It feels both before and right after birth.
Born right after birth?
I'm tiny.
So I'm guessing you're not wearing shoes.
No.
Barefoot?
Mm-hmm.
So look around and give me a report of what's happening.
I'm really scared.
You're really scared. Are you scared of?
I don't know, just I'm alone. I'm upset and scared and nobody's there. Mm-hmm.
So you were a baby and you were alone and you were scared?
Mm-hmm.
Sleeping? Why were you alone?
No, just nobody was there alone.
How long were you there?
It feels like forever.
When you were crying, was anyone trying to help you?
No.
down for I'm going to ask the unconscious mind to give me an answer real quick. Because I want to make sure that you get everything you deserve instead of all this stuff, okay? If your unconscious mind could sort through all of your memories, every single one, and find every version of yourself that had a similar experience to this moment, I want to find them all. I want to take all of these pictures and move those all up into your soul life.
There's a lot.
How many is a lot?
A lot.
Can you put a number to it as a guess?
More than I can count.
What do you think? We're talking like hundreds or thousands?
Thousands, easy.
Thousands. What's really cool is your subconscious mind has the ability to take those thousands and thousands and thousands of memories. And almost instantly, just sort through those and bring them right up and go up into the safe place. All those that deserve to go to the safe place. Move them all there now. And I want you to notice the feelings in your body shift and change as your unconscious mind moves all of these versions of yourself into that place. And when they're all there, take your time, because I know there's thousands of them. And when they're all there, and they're up into a safe place, they're up into that safe energy, and you know they're all there, slide your head right. Take all the time you need. Move all those pictures over. Still going up. Starting there. You have to remember, you just let it go, just let them take them right up. Settle up. You sure? Because now, this is where it gets really frustrating. First thing I want you to do, is now that they're all there, in your safe energy, I want you to breathe that safe energy through all of them. Just breathe all of it, as much as you can, right through all of those pictures, all of those memories, all of those feelings. And notice what happens.
Oh, man.
It's incredible, huh? Now, whatever's left in that place, and there's some stuff that there's some mean people, persons, and others have pushed on you or forced on you, kind of like karma. You know karma? You know, in the world according to Stephen, we have a little special forces unit. I like to call it karma cops. And their job is to come in and joyfully and playfully and skillfully extract all of that crap other people installed in you, projected to you, and made you carry for all these years. stuff that had nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. And I want you to notice the feelings in your body shift and change as the karma cops, in whatever form they come in. They pull out all of that stuff. And if you can imagine all that stuff being taken out and piled in a big old pile, way off in the distance, how big would that pile be?
It'd fill a 30-yard dumpster fast.
30-yard dumpster fast. Shit, that's a lot of shit. 30-yard dumpster. Wow. Now I want you to watch all that stuff flying around. And feel that stuff flying. Feel that pile getting bigger and bigger and bigger, way off in the distance. And then next to them is like a little miniature police lineup. And all of the people that contribute all of the shit to you in your life that they're carrying out are all in that line. Each and every one of them. And what happens next is really interesting, because that pile is full size, and the karma cops go into phase 2, which can either be cathartic or a whole lot of fun. Because what happens next is karma police begin to deliver that pile back. They go into the pile and they grab huge quantities of it, and they deliver it back to the person who generated it to you in the most karmically appropriate way possible. So, they're going to get it back the same way they gave it to you. If they were nice about it, well, then they'll get it back in a nice way. And if they were shitheads about it, they'll get it back like a shithead. And if they were mean about it, the karma cops will deliver it back to them. With their respective vengeful deeds. The way that gives you the greatest sense of fulfillment, validation, and vindication. The way that gives you the greatest sense of inner peace and closure. And I just want you to notice that process taking place and allow it to run its course. And notice the feelings in your body shifting and changing as that happens. And when you know it's done, and when you know they've delivered all that karma back to those people in appropriate ways, just nod your head and let me know. Excellent. Now look at that big old pile, if anything is left. How much?
It's empty.
It's empty. Of all that stuff that's left, is any of it actually yours? No. Okay. So if anything, the little dust that's left in there, what would you like to do with it? You want to blow it away? You want to incinerate it?
Sweep it off.
Sweep it off. So you pick up that old broom, that big old broom, you just sweep it away. Look at those remaining memories of your past self, all cleansed, all healed, all happy, in your safe place. How many of them are there?
How many of the bad things?
How many of your old memories that have been cleaned are there?
No, it's like this
Perfect.
distant bad movie I watched a long time ago.
Perfect. Now here's what I want you to do. Remember that in this place, everything is loud. And I mean everything. Somebody had a client that when they went in to get whatever they wanted, all they wanted was ice cream and hugs. And they made an entire movie of ice cream and hugs. All kinds of ice cream, all kinds of flavors, being able to eat as much as they wanted, and being able to get as many hugs as they wanted for as long as they wanted. 35, by the way. So when I say that you can have anything and everything, I mean everything. So what I want you to do is create a little alternate reality movie just for you. I want you to go as far back in your life as you need to go, all the way from this point down to conception, and then all the way back till now if you want to. Script it, write it, create it, title it, make it a perfect life. As if you'd handwritten the script, as if you chose the actors, as if they played their roles perfectly. They gave you every experience, every quality, every resource, everything that would make you the happiest person on the planet every day for the rest of your life. Write all of those things into that movie. That's what I want from you. I want you to create that movie and see what you see and hear what you hear and fill the movie. And when it's perfect and it's crystal clear in every way, I want you to watch it. Not once, not twice, over and over and over again. Hundreds of times at the speed of thought. Each repetition getting 10 times stronger, 10 times more powerful, 10 times more real, till it becomes more real than any experience you've ever had. More perfect than you've ever had. Overwriting all the previous movies that came before. And just keep watching it and watching it. And notice as you do, there's a feeling or set of feelings in your body now that's connected to this alternate reality movie, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And where are those at?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. And what color are they?
Every color.
Every color. Every color of the rainbow?
Every color.
Every color. Well, here's what I want you to do with all that every colors. I want you to breathe them right through every level of your mind, your body, your soul. And especially through that feeling you had earlier when you first started. That initial one with that picture that you had out in front of you. Breathe all of those colors through all of that and notice what happens. Try and bring back that original feeling, that original picture you had in front of you. Notice what happens instead. What happens?
It turns into flowers.
Turn into flowers. That is so cool. Just keep breathing those frequencies in till it's impossible to turn off. And when you know you've got it, try to turn it off and watch what happens instead. What happens?
I don't want to turn it off. I want to smell and feel the flowers.
You want to smell the flowers?
Mm-hmm.
I bet they're like absolutely beautiful, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
So in a moment, not yet, but in just a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And you're going to come back to this reality, bringing with you a whole new reality. A whole new reality that movie that you just made, with all of the flowers and all of the colors and all of the wonderful feelings. Head clear, mind clear, thinking and acting with a calm self-assurance, filled with confidence, self-esteem, and the ability to go far beyond what you ever thought possible in ways that only get better. Feel yourself returning to this place we call reality, bringing with you that whole new reality. A reality where you've tapped in to your whole power, skill, and ability most people will never find. You're tapped into the holographic memory within you. For as long as your heart continues to beat and your lungs continue to breathe, each night while you sleep and while you dream, your other than conscious mind will create new neurological connections from one side of your brain to the other. It will integrate, reorganize, change the person you are to the person that you want to be, instead of the person you were randomly programmed to be, at times and places and episodes during your life, when you didn't have any control, where you didn't know what to do, where you didn't have any of these resources. This will happen for you for as long as you live in this world, for as long as you continue to breathe, and for as long as your heart continues to beat. Two. All of my suggestions now become 100 times more powerful from me to you, from you to your other unconscious mind. Each time getting more and more and more powerful. Three. Because there's always three ways to solve any problem or situation that arises in life. And now, your other unconscious mind will almost instantly come up with solutions for you to take care of any of those situations, those problems, those things that just arise. Give you three solutions and instantly be able to fix them, not only for you in the best possible way, but for everyone else involved. Because, Kelly, it's all for you. You've done the work, you've made the investment, you've followed the instructions, you've obeyed the commands. You've tested the results time and time again. You've tried to turn that shit off and you've noticed what happened instead. Go ahead and try and turn it off now and see what happens. And on the next count, you can emerge from this state, ready to rock and roll, head clear, mind clear, thinking and acting with this calm self-assurance. Feeling good all over, ready to be alive, ready to kick ass, ready to thrive. Come on back.
I want wine. Wine and chocolate.
I want wine and chocolate? What's that about?
Because that's what my little movie was.
Wine and chocolate?
And eating food and drinking and kissing and good stuff.
Cool.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh. That was nice.
Nice?
Yeah.
I have a feeling you're going to feel better.
Yeah?
For the next bunch of days and nights when you go to sleep, your neurology is going to be kicking out all kinds of shit.
Good.
We remove all kinds of shit just from the old programming and everything else while it rewires. And you may get emotional for no reason and stuff may come out. Just let it. Because the faster it comes out, the faster it changes.
Yeah.
And now we'll have wine and chocolate.